Welcome to Second Listen Saturday on the Parenting Roundabout podcast, where we share some fun moments from a past episode for your weekend listening pleasure. Look for new episodes every Monday through Friday. It seems to me when my kids were little, we would always sit in front of the TV together. I would watch their little kiddie shows. We were always on the same page with entertainment. I knew all the show, even as they grew up and they were watching Disney Channel, I knew all the shows they were. I knew all the characters. I knew the actors. I made an effort to participate with them in whatever level of entertainment they were enjoying. Now, my daughter is watching all these YouTube videos. I have no idea what she's watching. She says, drops names all the time in conversation. When I said, oh, who is that? She says, oh, it's somebody on my YouTube show. And when did this happen? It's like they got tired of us knowing what they were watching. And so they went and invented this whole nother thing off there someplace that we can't sit on the couch and watch with them. So, my daughter's very much into these various YouTube series. And she also, on the actual television, has started watching Big Brother, which makes me feel like I have failed in some significant way.
Cringe.
I fear that Dancing with the Stars was the gateway drug, and now she's watching Big Brother, and she's buying back episodes of Big Brother from iTunes. So I am somewhat in despair about this entertainment of the young people in my house. I don't know what my son is on his phone pretty much all the time. He doesn't watch TV, doesn't play on computers. He's on his phone. I'm sure he's watching things. I don't know what they are. So I am feeling like an old lady befuddled by the ways of the young. And I thought I would check in and see you guys. Do your kids watch these YouTube videos of families and people who, I guess, I don't even know what you call them. I don't think they're
vlogs.
Are they vlogs? Maybe they are. I don't know, but they seem to be quite popular with the kids.
Do you have a name?
What are your kids watching? She watches these ones that are families. There's a whole bunch of different families that she watches, and now apparently there's all the different families of all the different YouTube videos she watches got together and are in one place.
Oh.
And so they must all know each other. I don't know. It's very strange. I hear little snippets. I walk in sometimes. Today I was watching for about 5 minutes a video that was just basically people jumping into the pool. I watched it for a little while, and then I thought, well, they had rigged up something with balls with floating, and they weren't like beach balls; they looked like fabric balls of some sort. And first, little kids were jumping on them, and then adults were jumping on them, and I'm like, okay, can we go back to watching Barney? Because I think I enjoyed that more. Can we go back into the past? So this is the thing, I guess, right? Do your kids have YouTube videos that they watch? YouTube series or whatever we call them?
Yes, mine do for sure. My daughter used to watch a ton of hair and makeup tutorials. And I think she's off that a little bit. And then she has at least one of those families that she watches for sure. Them? And I think it might, people? One of them is one of the ones that your daughter watches because I've seen on Facebook, but also she watches older TV shows. Recently she started watching Survivor, and I said, are you, what season are you watching? And she's like, oh, no, I'm not watching a season. I just watch clips of, the challenges and stuff. I don't understand how that's, interesting if you don't even know who the people are and, what's at stake in the challenge, right?
Yeah. Yeah. My daughter keeps saying of Big Brother, I really don't understand what the contest is or what they're even doing, but it's just so fun to watch. And I'm like, oh my gosh, you could not tie me down and make me watch Big Brother. I would, How is anything about that entertaining?
And my son has, not as much as he used to, but he still does watch for sure, people playing video games. People record themselves as they play a game.
Yeah.
Right.
And then he watches the YouTube, which is really enough to make me want to stick needles in my eyes. I cannot stand watching people play video games. Like when he's playing a game and he'll watch this. I'm like, I can't. I'm sorry. No, I just can't.
Well, are these videos supposed to give him tips? Is it like figuring out how to do it?
I guess, but I don't know. But I think he even watches games that he doesn't even play. Like,
wow.
I feel like this is all just like a big prank on us, you know? They all got together, all the young people got together and said, hey, let's start watching videos of random families and people playing video games. Our parents will be able to figure that out.
They'll be so confused. Yeah.
Excellent work, children.
Mm-hmm. You did it. Don't understand.
You've made us be the old people going, these Beatles with their hair. I don't understand.
Exactly.
Nicole, are you joining us on the Over the Hill These Kids Today side?
I feel like I'm at the other end of the tunnel. Like I'm I don't know, on the hill. I don't know. But my daughter is at a point now where she's watching the shows that we watch.
Oh, nice.
So, so in that sense, it's like, okay, this is kind of cool because we can actually sit down and watch something together.
Yeah.
Like, for example, we watched The Handmaid's Tale together.
Oh.
Which I really enjoed. I read the book.
Enjoy doesn't seem like the right word for that.
Yeah, for that.
I read the book too, and enjoy.
I don't know if it was enjoyed, but it was really well done. Like,
you're
in that
cowering
sense,
in terror on the sofa together.
Like it was mother-daughter. Well, no, because it wasn't like horror or anything.
Oh, okay.
It was a very well done, moving, emotional series. And then of course there's the lighter ones. Okay, and I have to admit, I did watch this Riverdale. I'm sorry, Catherine and Terri.
It has one of the Sprouses in it, doesn't it?
Yeah.
I remember the Sprouses. We used to sit and watch The Sweet Life together.
I did used to watch The Sweet Life back in the day.
And now he's some gothy kid on Riverdale, right?
Yeah, he's Jughead. So, we kind of, there's things that what else did we watch? We watched, what was that big one last year that came out? Oh, it was a series.
This Is Us?
Sense8. What is it? Do you know the kids? Kid on the Bike?
Oh, Stranger Things.
Stranger Things. I don't know why I was thinking Sense8.
This would be a good quiz thing. We just mention a random detail from a past show.
There was a bike.
A boy on a bike. Like, how random is that?
But you, Terri, totally knew what you were talking about.
It was. See, I never watch anything, but I read a lot about it.
Right.
Yeah.
So I got those details.
Yeah.
Right here.
So I feel like we're kind of done with those days because she watched those beauty gurus. I can't even talk tonight. She watched those beauty gurus. I'm going to say it again.
Those beauty videos.
Beauty videos, like, endlessly, like no tomorrow. Really? And she just really, she'll watch the odd video on YouTube if it's kind of popped up on her Facebook feed or, if it's something that was on Twitter or whatnot. But she doesn't actively seek out one specific person. So, yeah. And my son, he missed that whole YouTube video thing.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, that seems fairly recent. So now when you're watching things with your daughter and having this glorious bonding time, are you watching things that she wants to watch, or is she watching things that you want to watch, or is it 50-50?
It's mutually agreed upon. So if I'm interested in something... Because I wouldn't
think you would normally sit down and watch Riverdale. That doesn't sound like something that would necessarily be on your
You know what,
list.
Actually, the reason I started... Actually, no, because she started it and then I started it behind her and then we caught up. But I was intrigued because I wanted to see how they played out the characters.
Well, that's true.
Because I had read the comic books growing up.
Mm-hmm.
Right? So I was kind of intrigued to see how they played out the characters. It was kind of fun to watch. Okay.
Yeah.
Yes, I said fun. But it was fun to watch. And so yes, we usually, and if she's not interested, then she'll just go upstairs and leave me alone on the couch in the dark by myself. Feeling like I failed as a mother.
So no pressure.
So yeah, we have to come to some sort of an agreement. It's we're usually on our phones as well.
Yeah.
So I don't know how bonding that is.
She might be playing games.
Yeah. She might
That's
just
what
be
I do
sitting
to
there.
keep myself awake while I watch TV.
She feels obligated, but
We don't watch anything together as a family. My son doesn't watch any TV at all. The TV that my daughter watches she records the most bizarre things. We're always going through the DVR and thinking, who recorded that? And it's always her. But we sort of watch Dancing with the Stars together, except she falls asleep halfway through. So then she's always watching it the next day. So it's mostly my husband and I watching TV and falling asleep on the couch. Catherine, do you watch TV with your kids? Do you have a communal viewing experience? Maybe for sports, right?
Occasionally for sports, and sometimes with either one of the kids. If it's like, oh, let's hang out and watch something together. It's with my son. It's like Treehouse Masters or Tiny House. He likes the Tiny House.
Fun.
He likes the Tiny House shows. And the Treehouse show is good, too, if you've never seen that one. And with my daughter, it might be, House Hunters or Fixer Upper or, those kind of shows. We used to watch
HTV together. We used to watch the Food Network. Nobody watches that with me anymore.
Just the other night, my daughter and I were in a hotel room together, and we put on HGTV. Because that's just usually something that we both...
Oh, yeah. There's always something on there.
Yeah. But then she, disappeared into the bathroom with her phone. So, it didn't last that long. That's what I'm saying. Ditched. But, that's okay.
Oh, well. I miss those days.
Yeah. Well...
Maybe one day.
One day.
They'll watch with me again. Maybe she'll go through her video phase, and then she'll be ready to watch, the stuff.
Riverdale.
The thing is, I watch things... most of the things I watch are boring to her, so I would have to watch something she wants to watch. And if it's Big Brother, that ain't going to happen. So she'll have to get out of that phase. Perhaps we've just come to a parting of the entertainment ways. And we need to each blaze our own trail from here on out.
That sounds very dramatic.
It does, doesn't it?